Hey, good early Saturday morning, my friends. It is Saturday, and it is a long weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. Not a lot going on this weekend as of right now, which I am perfectly fine with. Last night we went out with Krista and Jeff, our Jersey besties, to dinner. We went to a place that I've heard about, never been. Let me tell you, it is ranking up there in the new favorites. For anyone local to me, it is in Collingswood, and it is called Villa Barone. Oh my goodness. So Jeff had one of the specials. It was a filet crab with crab meat and gorgonzola cream sauce. Krista had the gnocchi. I forget what it was called. Linguine posta something. It was linguine with lump crab, scallops, and shrimp. It was supposed to be in a marinara sauce, but I asked for a blush sauce instead. And let me tell you, they should serve it with the blush sauce. It was phenomenal. Of course, I only ate half of it. I have half of it here to have maybe for lunch today. And Doug had his favorite, which is lobster ravioli, and he said literally one of the best he has ever had. They were just stuffed to the gills with lobster. I'm not a lobster ravioli fan. I tasted it, and holy mackerel, it was amazing. So we had an amazing dinner last night. Had a great time. We were there forever. And the server, it was slow because it's holiday weekend. The server kept saying, just sit, enjoy each other. Just sit, enjoy your time, enjoy your time. So we definitely tipped him very heavily since we sat there for a long time. What else? So today Doug asked for pancakes for breakfast. I did not get up and go to Mass with him. I should have, but there was a few things I wanted to get done, and that's not an excuse, and I should have gone, but it's okay. He went to Bible study and then Mass. But he asked for pancakes for breakfast, so I'm going to get making those now. I think I might have to go fill my flour jar. I don't know. Let's take a look. There might be enough in there. I'm thinking about rearranging my kitchen counter. I like to change things up every once in a while, and I'm tired of the cookbooks on the end of the counter, so I might put jars of grain there because they're pretty. We'll see. Been working hard doing stuff for my niece's wedding, like on the Cricut and Canva and stuff like that. Working hard for stuff for Doug's ordination party because I was going to say I like to make more work for myself, but I decided to do little favors, and once they get done and finalized, I will show you them. Denise from Dish with D helped me out with coming up with ideas, so I'll show you those when they're done. What else? Yeah, I mean, ordination's only 5 weeks away, 5 weeks from today, and Stacy's wedding is only 6 weeks from yesterday, so we've got a lot to do. What else? Doug finally finalized his little wish list / registry, so that's done. And I've sent that out to people that have asked, like, what do we do for Doug? So I've sent that out to them. And what else? I don't know. We had a busy week. We got a lot done this week. Little stuff that needed to be done. Tomorrow, I was going to start on tomatoes today. I don't know if I am or not. I need to make some tomato soup and can that up. I'm either going to do it today or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I could also do it Monday because we really, knock wood, don't have any plans. So we'll see. But anyway, I am going to go get coffee and tea started because I haven't done that yet. And then get this flour milled so we can get working on breakfast. And then we'll see what we can get into today. Like I said, it might just be a very boring weekend vlog. I know it's super noisy, but we've got lots going on. Well, this guy has lots going on. I took the cream off the top of the milk, so he is making me some butter. And we're also making some sunflower seed butter at the same time. He's working on that while I am cleaning off the counters. Every once in a while, I take everything off the counters and wipe down. Like, I lift stuff up and wipe, but today I'm taking everything off and wiping. So that's what I'm working on. That's what he's working on. And Doug just ran to the bank for me. I can't tell you the last time we've been to a bank. With all the automated banking, it's so easy because, like, we get a check and we just take a picture of it and upload it and stuff like that. Well, someone gave me cash, and it was enough that it needed to go into the bank, not to leave just for cash. So Doug went and deposited that for me because you can't take a picture of cash to upload. So he just got back, and he's going to do some outside stuff. And I'm going to work in here. I'm going to go throw some clothes on because I'm still in my jammies. We finished breakfast. I'm not even going to get a shower. I'll worry about a shower later. Excuse me, but I want to put some clothes on just in case anybody happens to pop by. Okay, there is the fruits of Andrew's labor. We got a little bit of butter, not a whole lot, but I knew we wouldn't. From the cream. So look how beautiful and yellow that is. That's from the grass-fed milk. And then I got a little more than a cup and a quarter maybe of buttermilk. I'll put that in the fridge. I'll use that in some biscuits or muffins or something. And then a little less than a pint of sun butter. And we used 3 cups of sunflower seeds. So I'm hoping that sets up a little. It's a little jiggly. Once it cools down, I'm going to throw that in the fridge. So there are the fruits of Andrew's labor. I am still cleaning. I told you I'm like kind of deep cleaning, using my Norwex descaler. No, I'm not sponsored. To get off some lime scale. I've got my utensils sitting here because the utensil holder's in the dishwasher, as well as my spoon holder jar for the coffee and tea bar. So, and Dougie brought me home some beautiful fall flowers today when he came home, and I made a little bouquet in the pitcher, and I had a little extra. So I just made a little bouquet for the kitchen counter. So I am going to finish doing this, decide if I have all these tomatoes. I had all these blueberry containers from when we bought the blueberries in Lancaster, so we've been putting grape tomatoes in them to store them. All these are going to get turned, plus a lot more, are going to get turned into tomato soup, probably tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, and then I've got jars to fill. So we'll get this done. We're working on it. Good morning, my friends. I know I did not pick up the camera much yesterday. I spent most of the afternoon deep cleaning the kitchen and just putzing around. And then made dinner for pinochle with ham and cabbage and mashed potatoes and green beans. And then played pinochle. It was my sister-in-law Mary and I against Joey and Doug. And we beat them all 3 games. So that was fun. You know what? Win or lose, it's still fun. We have a good time. So we played late though. Like the games were taking forever. Yeah, we played 3. Yeah, but man, they took forever. We didn't get done till I think pretty much around midnight. But we didn't have to get up super early this morning because Doug has the 9:30 and 11:30 masses. What else? I think that's it. Not really sure what's going on today. I kind of want to do something fun, but I don't know what I want to do. Adam's away. Andrew's going to the shore, so it's just Doug and I don't know. Ooh, maybe we'll go to Costco. Kidding. Oh, I mean, we do need a Costco trip. But anyway, I wish I had ordered the things for Doug's favors yesterday, so they would have come today, and I could have worked on those. I can't really work on any stickers or tags or anything until I have them in my hand and I know the sizing, because I could have worked on that today. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe no, I can't work on a seating chart until all the RSVPs are in. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. And I was going to make a Mexican lasagna for dinner, thinking people were going to be home. I didn't realize Adam's not coming home till tomorrow, and Andrew was going to the shore. So I'm not making this big old Mexican lasagna for just two of us, unless I cut it in half, which I could do. You know what? No, I think I'll make pizza tonight on the uni. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll make pizza on the uni tonight. I'm adaptable, because I think I have that on Friday. I'll just flip-flop. And, yeah, do that. That's the nice thing about having everything in the house I need for the week. I can flip-flop things around to fit my schedule. Thursday, I'm heavy at work. I've got 5 kids at home. If you don't know, if you're new here, my retirement job, after being in the dental field for 30 years, I run a small home daycare. I have 3 children full-time and 2 part-time. So things can get a little bit busy. And Thursday I have all 5. So it is going to be a very busy day. And back in the day, they all used to nap at the same time. But because I only watch teachers' kids, so I can have my summers and holidays off. But now getting back into it this school year, I need to get everybody back on the same schedule, napping at the same time. Because that's usually when I quickly prep my dinner. Not so much need it now that Doug has done school, but when he had to go to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I had to have dinner ready at 4:45 so he could eat and get to school. He has 3 classes this month. It's kind of like their practicum, their practice for ordination, and their practice just to know what to do. If you don't know, if you're new here, my husband just finished 5.5 years of school to become an ordained deacon in the Catholic Church. It is a huge, huge deal. It is a huge, huge commitment. So, yes, exciting. And that's coming up October 4th. But he has 3 Thursday classes this month. So those Thursdays, I got to make sure I have some dinner ready. I'm not a huge crock pot person. I'm not. I try. Just don't love it. Certain things I do. But I don't know. We'll see. But Thursday, I have 5 kids and I have to have dinner ready on time. So it's going to be something very easy. Very, very easy. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that being said, I am on my way to church. Doug's already there. And I am the EM, the Extraordinary Minister today. Extraordinary Minister of the Eucharist is what it's called. That's my job today. That's my ministry today. And Andrew is coming behind me. Everybody's driving separate today. Adam will be going to church at school. He's visiting his old college today, visiting his friends who have not graduated and his girlfriend. He always goes down this weekend because it is the first kickoff meet of the season, so he goes down to cheer them on. But that's about it. That's the catch up right there. I do need either today or tomorrow. I'm probably going to extend this vlog to tomorrow, to be honest with you. Today I need to do some bread products. I'm going to pull out my sourdough starter from the fridge, get that warmed up to room temperature, get it fed, and then tonight I'm going to mix up some sandwich bread. We're out of sandwich bread. I need to make bagels, but I'm going to do not sourdough. I'm just going to do yeasted bagels because they're quicker. And I also need to make sourdough English muffins. So a lot of bread going on. And we are still getting lots of tomatoes from the garden. So I did give some away, and we've used some for fresh eating, but I have a lot of grape tomatoes, and I'm just going to turn those and some other tomatoes into tomato soup, and I'm going to can that up. And it's delicious, and it's fabulous to have on the shelf, because then when we need a quick dinner, who doesn't love grilled cheese and tomato soup? So that's the plans for the next 2 days. Like I said, who knows, maybe we'll do a Costco run, maybe we'll find something fun to do. There's a new mini golf course nearish to us. I think it's called Monster Golf. It's glow in the dark, and I've been itching to go, but I kind of want to go with the boys. We were hoping to go the weekend Bella was down, and it just didn't happen. And let me tell you, we were talking last night about, pinochle. Our next couple weekends are crazy. We wanted to play. Why couldn't we play next week? We wanted to play poker next Saturday. Adam's been itching to play poker since he's been home. We were going to change poker to next Saturday, the 6th, but I forget the reason why we couldn't. I mean, we have a busy weekend next weekend. Friday night we have holy hour at church. Saturday morning, Doug, of course, has Bible study, and we have Mass, and then he has a clergy meeting, and then we have a liturgy committee meeting. We both go to that one. And then, don't remember what Saturday night is. And then Sunday, I don't even know. I just know these next couple weekends are until the end of October, it seems. They are just jam-packed with stuff. I mean, good stuff, but stuff. So, we'll see. But anyway, enough yapping. I am just about 3 minutes from church, so I'm going to go and calm my brain and prepare myself for Mass, and I will catch you guys after. I am home from church and hungry, so I am going to have a breakfast sandwich. I had one bagel left in the freezer. I have 1 egg, 2 slices of Canadian bacon, and 1 slice of cheese. I have not picked up the camera today because, well, there's been nothing to show you. We decided to do what we should do on Sundays and take a day of rest. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
So what are we doing?
We're reading. Sitting, rocking, and reading.
Yep, rocking on the swing. On the swing. Doug is reading. What are you reading?
A book by
Bishop Robert Barron about the Nicene Creed, and I'm not reading something nearly as intellectual. I'm reading Rachel Hannah, The Baking Games. Come on, this has my name all over it. It's about a girl who goes on a reality baking show, and of course there's all kind of, drama. And I am having a cup of tea. This is the tea that I bought in one of the teas I bought in Lancaster. I bought it at the Fair Trade store in Lidditz. It's the Cream Earl Grey. I will say, it is the best Earl Grey tea I have ever tasted. Yes. So we're just hanging out. It is gorgeous. The chickens are running around. We are just hanging out, enjoying the beautiful weather. Tomorrow is not going to be a day of rest, even though it's a holiday. We need to get stuff done tomorrow, but today we decided just to rest. I told you Adam's away and Andrew's at the shore, so we're just going to make some pizza on the uni for dinner. I have some sauce thawing that I had made previously. And I had... What's wrong?
I think you're the Elcone.
Oh, here they all come. Oh my gosh, yeah, let me show you. These are all the baby girls. Look how big they are now.
They're all hanging together.
They all hang together. This is Arwen. Hi, Arwen. Arwen's kind of the leader, I think, don't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, Arwen's the leader. And that light colored one is Coconut's back there. This is, I forget her name. I have to look at my list. I honestly kind of forget their names. I know, bad chicken mama. But when you have as many chickens as we do, it's hard to keep them all straight. And especially when a lot of them look alike. But anyway, so we are just going to make definitely a margarita pizza with some sauce, fresh mozzarella, and basil. And I don't know, what other kind of pizza, mister?
What do we have to put on pizza? I don't know. Peppers.
You can make a veggie pizza.
Like a veggie pizza, maybe. Yeah.
Veggie pizza, or I have pepperoni.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll probably make 2 pizzas, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just make 2 margarita pizzas because we like that too. I don't know. I'm not getting fancy. I'm not cooking chicken to do, and I don't have any chicken cooked. I'm not going to make, like, you know, we have ham. We can put ham and pineapple on pizza.
Oh, well, any pineapple.
I'm sure I have pineapple.
Oh, okay, canned pineapple, yeah.
I don't like ham and pineapple pizza. No. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're resting. So not a lot of filming today. I will probably film dinner for my 5 dinner videos. But yeah, got to get my act together for sure. But anyway, I'm going to go. They're doing a flyby. I am going to go back to reading my book. So we did pizza on the uni tonight. We made margarita pizza, and we made white garlic broccoli pizza. Had a little issue with that one, as you can see. The tank ran out. We had to, yeah, it's fine. Not much vlog today. We had a wonderful, wonderful day. We enjoyed each other's company. Something we really haven't had a chance to do too much lately, because our weekends have been a little bit busy. But we just had a really nice day, and I am really enjoying this book. It's a lot of fun. This I got it from the library, the Rachel Hannah, the Baking Games. I saw it. It came across my Instagram feed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds right up my alley. Yes, it is, but it is not a cozy mystery. It's about these contestants in a baking competition. So I'm really enjoying it so far. And I like the way it's written. Like, it'll be like, say, chapter 10, and it'll like come from Rhett's perspective, and then it'll come from Savannah's perspective. So it's kind of cool. I'm really, really enjoying it. Very easy read. I mean, I just started it this afternoon, and I'm about a third of the way through. So definitely enjoying it. If you like that kind of thing, like, you know, just like a feel-good, easy beach read, definitely check that out. Right now we are watching the boys. I do not think they're going to win tonight. They have taken 3 so far from the Braves. I can't imagine them sweeping the Braves. I just can't. I mean, the first game was like 19-4 we won. Then the last 2 games have been really, really close, like 2-1. Then last night went into the 10th, and we had a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th. It was 3-2. So I cannot imagine them winning a 4th one. I can't, but we're going to watch and see. And tomorrow, I did mix up a loaf of sourdough sandwich bread because we're almost out of bread. And I think tomorrow I'm going to do bagels and English muffins, trying to get myself set for the week. And just need to sit down with my planner and things like that because it's going to be a busy one. So that's that, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good Sunday morning, friends. We are starting off the morning by making breakfast. We're going to have sausage gravy and biscuits, and I am making the biscuits with whole wheat flour. I'm going to grind some hard white berries to use. first thing we need is the 3 cups of flour. I'm not sifting the bran out. I'm keeping it true whole wheat. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hurry up, shut that off. Or shut that.
Didn't realize it was on.
Our alarm. The alarm was on and Doug opened the back door. And we certainly don't want it to go off. Okay, so we've got our whole wheat in there. And to that we're going to add a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of baking powder. Our salt. And our baking powder. And just give that a quick little stir. Then we're going to add in 1/3 cup of olive oil. My liquid measuring cup is dirty. There is no butter in this, it's olive oil. And we're going to get that mixed up. Trying to decide the best thing to mix it with. This is interesting. I've never made biscuits without butter. And I've actually never made biscuits with fresh ground flour, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll be delicious. If not, well, we learned. Okay, now we're gonna add in 3/4 cup of milk. And it says a tablespoon of honey is optional. I'm gonna add a little bit. I don't know if I'll add a whole tablespoon. I have some buttermilk from when Andrew made butter the other day, so I'm going to use that. I need 3/4 of a cup. That way this won't go to waste. And then we'll get a little bit of honey. A little bit of honey. Get this mixed up. It says until just combined. This is an interesting recipe, I'm not gonna lie. Turn onto a floured surface and gently pat out to a 1 3/4 to 2 inch thickness. I have never quite seen a biscuit dough like this. I don't know, guys, I don't know. I am not feeling this. But you don't know until you try, right? The olive oil is kind of freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me go get my baking sheet. I think I'm gonna put it on parchment. Doesn't say to, but I'm a parchment fan. And we'll see what happens. Okay, Doug walked by and said, "Oh, that does look different." So yeah, I'm not real sure. Oh, look, we'll bake them. If we have to pivot, I need to get a spatula. If we have to pivot, we'll pivot, right? I've said before, and you have heard me say it 1,000 times, fresh milled flour does not act like other flour. It's a learning curve. And how are you going to learn if you don't do? That's my feeling. The recipe comes from a very reputable website that has a lot of good fresh milled flour recipes. So it's the Rose Homestead. They feel like hockey pucks. I just can't imagine them being light and fluffy. And it's funny because the recipe says, forget those cardboard whole wheat biscuits. These are soft, fluffy, and so delicious. I'm having really, I don't know about soft and fluffy. We're gonna try though, right? It's all we can do is try. See if we can get one more. The recipe says it makes 6. So far I've gotten 8.5. So I might be using a smaller cookie cutter than they used, biscuit cutter. Okay. What do we have to lose, right? Going in the oven for 12 minutes. I will check them at 10. We'll see what we have. Guys, I fancy myself a pretty decent baker. I am not a pastry chef by any means, but I can follow a recipe and I do pretty well. Not these whole wheat biscuits. We are going to pivot and make something else. Let me show you why. Here is the picture from the recipe. Okay? Now let me show you mine. And here are mine. They look exactly like they did when they went in the oven. They are, yeah, no. Nope. These are going to get fed to the chickens, and we're going to start over. Forgot to show you my breakfast because I was in go mode while I was eating breakfast, which is something I usually don't do. I don't usually do other stuff while I'm eating, but here's why I was in go mode. Do you remember last year and the year before, I tried to purchase the T27 viral Christmas tree from Home Depot. Now, let me start by saying, I do not get easily influenced. Like, you know, all these influencers, like people see stuff on TikTok and Instagram and they buy it because they're easily influenced. I'm not. Except for this Christmas tree, because you all know how I feel about Christmas. You all remember what happened last year at Christmas with our tree that died. Operator error. I'm not going to say it wasn't. But anyway, I have been trying to get the T27 viral Christmas tree from Home Depot for 3 years now, or 2 years now. This is the 3rd year. And I just said to Doug, about a week ago maybe? Did I say to you that it's probably time to start checking the website to see if they have it? But then kind of forgot about it. I got a text message this morning from my sister-in-law that it was in stock. I was like, yes! So I ran to the website and looked, and it's in stock but not in the stores. Like, you have to order it and it'll be shipped to the store. Well, you know, I live in New Jersey. Delaware's right next door. Delaware has no sales tax, so we go to Delaware for a lot of things. So I had it shipped to the store in Delaware, so I saved like $25 in tax, which was nice. And Adam ordered it in his name for me, so we got his military discount. So we did pretty well. So it should be in about a week to 10 days. I am super excited about it. Doug is less than excited about it.
It's okay. It's a tree. Yeah.
I hope I love it. If I don't, we'll send it back. But if I had an entrepreneurial mind, I would have ordered like 3 of them, because last year, so the price of the tree is $347. Last year they were selling for over $1,000, some up to $1,500 online. I can't do that. I can't price gouge people like that. I just can't. But the other part of me is like, if those idiots are willing to pay it, but I'm not going to do that. But I will say, when I first clicked on it, they had 1,127 in stock. By the time I got my act together and placed the order, they had less than 1,000 in stock. So in that short 20-minute period, they sold over 100 of them. So I wonder if like they were just released today for the first time, like September 1st. I don't know. But I am super happy. We almost bought two. One for the family room, one for the living room. We almost bought two. But we decided against buying two just in case we don't like it. You know? And if we love it next year. Because our living room tree is okay. It's starting to have some issues. But it'll be fine. We always get a live tree for the living room. Or the family room is always a live tree. Last year with the disaster, we paid, what was that tree, $150?
120, I think.
I thought it was 150.
I don't remember.
Anyway, I think it was 150. And it just, I cannot justify spending that much money on a tree anymore. As much as I love live trees, as much as Doug loves live trees, I just can't. It's too expensive. So, anyway, I'm in my glory. I am so happy. So happy. Now I am going to clean up. I'm not sure what I have things I need to do. It's a holiday and I really don't feel like doing anything. So we'll see. We'll be back. The mister is out gathering eggs. All of a sudden, these girls have decided they don't want to lay in their nesting box. They want to lay in the coop. That's what Doug is pulling out the eggs out of there. I don't know what's up with them lately. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think we have an egg eater because we keep finding one egg a day broken in the coop. So, I don't know. But the baby girls integrated in very, very nicely. And they are 17 and a half weeks, so they'll probably start laying pretty soon. Cannot open my eyes because the sun is so bright, but it is gorgeous outside, so we are taking advantage of that. I am laying in the direct sun on the hammock just to get some beautiful vitamin D, but the sun is right in my eyes, hence my eyes being closed. I'm going to read a couple chapters of my book, soak in some sun. I have the loaf of bread in the oven. I have my sourdough fed so I can make some English muffins, and I'm probably going to whip out some bagels later. So right now I'm just enjoying this last day before the craziness starts. Since it worked so well before, we've got the English muffins on the Blackstone. That way we can do them all at one time. Dinner tonight, burgers, fries, caprese salad, and there will be corn on the cob, but it's still in the bowl, keeping warm. Did not bother recording this for the 5 dinners because it's burgers and fries. Pretty basic. Well, friends, never closed out the vlog last night because after dinner we just sat and watched the Phillies game. What a good game. And what did I do? Packed lunches. I made mixed up another loaf of bread I want to give to one of my baby mamas. So, yeah, not a whole lot. It was really not an exciting weekend. We did not do much. We really just kind of chilled, and Doug and I just enjoyed each other's company. We know that the next several weekends are going to be incredibly busy. Between stuff at church, between his ordination, my niece's wedding. Yeah, it's going to be busy. So we just kind of took this weekend to breathe a little bit, and yeah. I finished my book. If you like rom-coms, definitely pick that up. The Baking Games, it was called. I forget who it's by already. Hannah? I forget. If I remember, I'll put a picture here. But it was really good. Quick, easy read. I guess that's about it. So, just waiting on the kids to come today. Got to try to get back into it. I probably won't film this week. Just trying to get some sort of routine. It's hard having 2 babies. Everybody, there's always someone crying. So they need a lot of my one-on-one attention and immediate attention. Whereas the toddlers can kind of play as long as I play with them, and then I kind of pull back and let them interact with themselves. I don't want to constantly lord over them and jump into their... I want them to learn how to work things out for themselves, to learn some conflict resolution, to share, to things like that, and also just to play with each other, not always have an adult in their face. But the babies, they're a whole nother story. So we'll see. Whatever we can do, we can do. But that is it for this weekend. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will catch you guys in the next video.